Welcome to Quiet Wealth Club. In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most rewarding and most challenging ways to build wealth, running a business with your family. Whether you're just thinking about starting a family business or you're already in the trenches, this presentation is going to give you the exact blueprint you need to keep the profits flowing and the relationships intact. Let's get into it. Let's start with why this even matters. Family businesses aren't some small niche. They're the backbone of the global economy. 70% of businesses worldwide are family-owned. They employ about 60% of the workforce in most countries. And collectively, family enterprises generate over $500 billion annually. So the opportunity here is massive. But, and this is a big but, only if you get the structure right from the start. That's what this video is all about. Now, let's be real with each other. Family businesses come with some amazing advantages: deep trust, shared values, long-term thinking, and a team that genuinely cares. But here's the hard truth. Only 30% of family businesses survive to the second generation. Why? Because emotions cloud business decisions, roles aren't clear, and mixing money with family creates tension. Don't let that scare you, though. This presentation is your blueprint to beat those odds. If you follow the rules we're about to cover, you'll be in the top 30% and beyond. All right, here we go. The 8 golden rules for running a profitable family business. These aren't just theories. These are tried and tested principles that separate family businesses that thrive from those that fall apart. Pay close attention to each one, because skipping even one of these can cause problems down the line. Let's start with rule number 1. Rule number 1. Separate family from business. This is the foundation everything else is built on. You need clear boundaries. When you're at work, you're colleagues. When you're at home, you're family. That holiday dinner argument? It stays at the dinner table. It doesn't follow you into Monday's meeting. Even if your office is literally your living room, create a formal business environment. Set working hours. And here's a big one. Schedule regular family, only time where business talk is completely off the table. Pro tip. Before you even start, write a simple family business agreement that everyone signs. It sets expectations from day one. Rule 2. Define roles and responsibilities clearly. This one trips up so many family businesses. Here's the thing. Roles should be based on skills, not birth order, not who's the oldest, not who's the favorite. If your brother is great with numbers, he should handle finance. If your sister is the people person, she's your sales-led. Write formal job descriptions. And please, no title inflation. Making everyone a VP or a director means nothing if the roles aren't real. If someone in your family isn't qualified for a role yet, that's okay. Invest in their training or hire externally. There's no shame in that. It's actually smart business. Rule 3. Set up proper governance. I know governance sounds corporate and boring, but trust me, this is what separates a real business from a family-side project. Create a board of advisors and make sure at least one person on that board is from outside the family. They bring objectivity that you simply can't get from within. Hold formal monthly meetings with actual agendas and minutes. Establish how major decisions get made. And very importantly, separate ownership from management. Just because someone owns shares doesn't mean they should be running day-to-day operations. A neutral third-party advisor can literally save both your business and your family relationships. Rule 4. Communication is everything. And I mean everything. Most family business failures come down to poor communication. People hold things in, resentment builds, and then one day it all explodes. Create safe spaces where everyone can speak honestly about the business. Schedule weekly check-ins, not just when there's a crisis. Use I statements instead of blame. Say, I notice this issue instead of you always mess this up. And if conflicts get really tough, don't be afraid to bring in a family business coach. There's no weakness in getting help. It's actually a sign of maturity and leadership. Rule 5. Pay fairly, not equally. This is where a lot of family businesses get into trouble. Just because you're family doesn't mean everyone gets the same paycheck. Compensation should reflect the role, the experience, and what the market pays for that position. You wouldn't pay a cashier the same as a strategist at any other company, right? Same principle applies here. Also, and this is key, separate dividends from salaries. As an owner, you earn dividends based on your shares. As an employee, you earn a salary based on your role. These are two different things. Be transparent about how pay decisions are made. Transparency prevents resentment. Rule 6. Create an entry and exit policy. This one is uncomfortable but absolutely necessary. Not every family member should automatically get a spot in the business. Set minimum qualifications. Maybe they need a degree or 3 years of outside work experience first. When family members do join, give them a probation period just like any other hire. And on the flip side, have a clear buyout plan for when someone wants to leave. What happens to their shares? How is the transition handled? The hardest conversations to have up front are the easiest ones to have later. Trust me on this. Rule 7. Keep finances transparent. This is non-negotiable. Use professional accounting software and ideally hire a professional accountant, not just a family member with a spreadsheet. Share financial reports with all stakeholders on a regular basis. Never, ever mix personal and business bank accounts. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Set up spending limits and approval processes, and get an annual external audit for accountability. Here's the bottom line. Trust is built through transparency. When finances are hidden or unclear, that's when families and businesses start to fall apart. Rule 8. Plan for succession early, and I mean way earlier than you think. Start grooming the next generation years before you plan to step down. Let them work outside the family business first, so they gain perspective and credibility. Create a mentorship program where the next generation works closely with current leaders. Be honest about who is ready and who isn't. Not everyone in the family is meant to lead. And document everything, your processes, your key relationships, your institutional knowledge. When a leader steps down, all of that needs to transfer smoothly. Remember, the best time to plan for succession is when you don't need to yet. Now let's talk about the mistakes you need to avoid. I've seen these destroy family businesses over and over. First, hiring unqualified family members. Loyalty is great, but it doesn't replace competence. When you put someone in a role they can't handle, it hurts morale across the entire team, and it hurts your bottom line. Second, avoiding tough conversations. Whatever you're not addressing today will become a full-blown crisis tomorrow. Third, having no written agreements. Verbal promises fade over time. Contracts protect relationships. They don't weaken them. Fourth, mixing personal and business money. One bank account for everything. That's a recipe for disaster, confusion, and potentially legal trouble. Here's your profit framework. 5 steps to keep the money flowing. Step 1. Structure first. Get your governance roles and agreements in place before you even think about scaling. Step 2. Measure everything. Track your KPIs, revenue per family member, and overhead costs monthly. What gets measured gets managed. Step 3. Reinvest strategically. Don't pull all the profits out for family payouts. Put money back into growth, marketing, equipment, talent. Step 4. Hire smart. Fill skill gaps with external talent. Don't force a family member into a role just because they're available. Step 5. Review quarterly. Hold formal business reviews every 3 months to make sure you're staying profitable and everyone is aligned. Now for some real talk. Sometimes the bravest business decision is knowing when it's not working. If the business is consistently destroying family relationships, if one person is carrying all the weight while others coast, If financial transparency has completely broken down, if you've tried professional mediation and it still hasn't worked, or if your mental health or your marriage is suffering because of the partnership, it might be time to walk away, and that's okay. Family comes first, always. A business can be rebuilt, but relationships are much, much harder to repair. Sometimes the most profitable decision is preserving your family. Let's recap the key takeaways from everything we've covered today. Structure protects both your profits and your relationships. Communication is the single most valuable tool in your business toolkit. Fair compensation keeps everyone motivated and accountable. Proper governance is what turns a family side hustle into a real, scalable enterprise. And succession planning ensures your legacy outlives you. If you commit to these principles, you'll be building something that lasts for generations. That's a wrap for today's video. If this added value to your life, smash that like button and subscribe to Quiet Wealth Club for more content on building wealth the smart way. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's your biggest family business challenge? I read every single comment, and I might feature your question in a future video. Remember, build wealth, keep family. That's the Quiet Wealth way. I'll see you in the next one.